Happy 2021, everybody. I was going to say Merry Christmas. It's not Merry Christmas, but Happy New Year. It is January 31st, 2021. I'm posting the first video for the year, and yes, it's the last day of the first month of 2021, but I did this intentionally because if you look at my last post, it was about the forgiveness challenge. I'll send a link, or I'll put a link in the description box if you want to look at that. So I finished the forgiveness challenge, and I'm back in a new year to keep posting videos. So thanks so much for anyone and everyone who has subscribed. If you'd like to share this video or any videos that have meant something to you, feel free to do it. So the forgiveness challenge, what it simply was to forgive yourself and forgive others consistently on a daily basis. I started in October of last year, and I went through the end of 2020, December 2020, and I'm still doing that right now as I continue in 2021. I did want to bring out 3 C's. They all started with the letter C's that actually happened for me. That was a result, and I wanted to share it with you. So out of the forgiveness challenge, the first thing that I noticed was that I had a greater capacity for myself, because I let go of emotional and toxic baggage that I didn't realize that I was hanging on to. So one of the things that I am consistently focusing on is to cleaning the clutter, not simply physical clutter, but emotional and any toxic, unhealthy clutter in my life. So one thing that I noticed from the forgiveness challenge was that I have a greater capacity, because the space where there was toxicity, there was unforgiveness, there was unhealthy relating, that space is now clear, and I've been able to invite other healthier emotions and healthier feelings in those spaces. And then the second C is courage. One thing I didn't realize is that it takes courage to forgive. It takes faith and it takes courage. It actually takes a decision to forgive as well, but it really takes courage to forgive. And the more that I started forgiving, myself, and then for others, I'm seeing that I'm being courageous at other things, because there are certain things that I realized I held on to that they just weren't serving any purpose, any helpful, healthy purpose. And the courage that I needed to let it go, I'm starting to see that in other areas of my life. For example, instead of not asking a question or not clarifying an expectation with someone or with myself, or seeing a little bit further under the surface of a trigger that may happen for me, I have a little bit more courage to look at it, because I know no matter what it is, it's not bigger than God, and it's not bigger than a solution, and it's not bigger than the fear that I may have, or the whatever that goes on inside of not wanting to face things. And then the last C is compassion. One thing that I realized as I gain a greater level of capacity and then have more courage, compassion is something that I have more of. One, I didn't realize enough to receive, because even the capacity level, I'm able to receive as opposed to repel or turn away, or how do I want to say, or reject. That's what it is. Sometimes when we're so full, when I've been so full of unforgiveness, I actually reject compassion that is coming towards me, self-compassion and compassion for other people. So I've been able to sense more compassion that I can receive and actually give to myself as well as to others. Because one thing, you may have heard this term too, I think it really is true, that hurting people or hurt people hurt. So what I'm on a quest to for myself, and hopefully that you'll join me on this too, healing people heal, or heal people heal. I think that would be a nice thing that we go through in 2021. So this is going to be a little bit different. I am outside, as you can see. It is still winter in Michigan. I am in the Midwest. For anybody who's on the East Coast, God bless you and send us some of that weather. But what I don't do, I can honestly say, I don't complain about Michigan. I've lived in Michigan all my life. So my thing is, unless, for Michiganders or anybody who in the Midwest, this is what it is. So my funny to myself and others is that if you lived in Michigan all your life, don't pretend like this doesn't happen every year, every single year. So what's going to be different this year for the blog, and I say a blog, so yes, I'll do a blog too one day, but for this YouTube channel, is that instead of sharing a book for you that I have read, what I'm going to do is either share a book that I haven't read, or once a month I'm going to post about a book to give you an opportunity to read it yourself, and then we can talk about it. So for the first month of the year, actually it'll be February 1st. Well, it's January 31st, but February 1st, tomorrow, is Black History Month. So I decided to choose a book by a Black author. His name is John Smith, and it's called Motivation is an Inside Job. So this is the book that we're going to look at for the month of February. I haven't actually read the book, so I am excited to get into the crux of the book and share with you what I've learned. But the gentleman, he is a gym owner, and he talks about his story. So I'm really excited about that. So that is the book. I'll have the link in the comment below in the description box. As you can see, I am still learning this, and I am not ashamed to not have edits for my video. Okay, so I will have the description link for Amazon to purchase his book. And then the final thing for today, this is going to be something new, and it's something different for me and a little bit, I want to say, scary. So I'm taking the courage route. As again, I've stated before, forgiveness has filled and fueled my soul. So I am going to share with you something that I've never done before, and I've created a vision letter for 2021. I've been in this challenge for the last week, and it's been very helpful for me to look at things from a different perspective. This video, I will note that's going to go a little bit longer because I'm going to actually read the letter to you, and this is a faith step for me because this is my vision for 2021, and I'm reading it as if it were January 31st, 2022. Exactly. So January 31st, 2022, this is Jasmine reading her vision letter about 2021. So I've never experienced something like that. I'm really excited to put my faith out there and see what trusting and working with God can do. So here it goes. Thank you so much for your patience already. If you like this video, please share or subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to put myself out there. So here we go. There are going to be 4 areas that I talk about, and I'm going to look down a little bit, or a lot, at this because I really want to read what's from my heart. So here we go. Okay, so it is January 31st, 2022, and I am incredibly amazed, humbled, and awestruck, and full of hope, joy, love, and gratitude at everything that transpired in 2021. 1 year ago, I dared to live by faith and not by sight. Putting faith over fear, wrote down, spoke daily, and believed for the upcoming year. Everything that I have believed has become a reality. Wow. I pause in gratitude and wonder. In 2021, I live fully alive in my emotions, finances, physical relationships, spiritual, and vocational areas of my life. That's amazing. So in the area of faith, your relationship with the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, it changed dramatically as you embraced the Trinity in a way that uncovered the power of a relational community. Your kingdom identity was shaped in an intimate, tender, and loving way as their unconditional love melded the pain of life, historic racism, sexism, and religion. Your faith became alive as your connection with God and with a godly community expanded. Titus 2, Kingdom Women Discipleship Connections in your local church, family, and friendships turned your relationships into sources of deep healing, faith, and love. Kingdom men rose up in such a visible way that turned families back to God. Homes and communities were healed as men of valor stepped up into their God-designed designated place as leaders with God themselves, their family, friends, and the community. This kingdom shift was truly a faith-filled God encounter. In the area of love, 2021 was your year for love. You did not minimize your desire to meet your husband and to be married. Your kingdom man of valor loves the Lord with all of his heart, soul, mind, and strength. He also loves his neighbor as himself. You were amazed at meeting such a handsome warrior in the faith. He is a man of godly wisdom, integrity, character, and has a great sense of humor. He and I work and play well together, and I have the greatest respect for him and for this wonderful man. And he's not perfect. He may have messed meeting me if he were perfect, but he is a man that takes responsibility for his action. He's accountable to God and other kingdom men and brothers. He's a wise steward and businessman who is known in the marketplace as a leader in his industry. He is kind and sexy, a patient communicator, emotionally healthy, and only has eyes and body for me. We are committed partners in creating and cultivating spaces for healthy relationship skills to be learned, developed, practiced, and ultimately thrive. He loves me like Christ loves the church and has been an example of the unconditional love of God in human flesh. I am truly grateful that this is my kingdom man and that we will have the rest of our lives together on earth to learn how to love, respect, and build a loving family and community together. In the area of health, your temple was so happy with you for taking it to a new level. I let the fear of being committed to eating healthy, shaping my body, mind, and soul, I let that all go. My plant-based cooking was catapulted after I took the Forks cooking course. I was pretty excited too. It has changed my eating habits and patterns, improved my skin tone, and helped my hair to grow stronger, shinier, and healthier. My muscle tone is on point for a woman who's in her 40s. I know, black don't crack, right? Working out is now a place of synergy for me. I connect with friends and family in different settings, such as riding a bike, Pilates, walking, running, but jogging for me, going to the gym, and I even went back to Krav Maga. Faith over fear. I know, right? Listen to this. I also found a new personal care physician, a PCP, and it was a game changer for me. My doctor is amazed and has provided so many resources for me to care for my inner and outer self. My second half is on the path of being even better than my first half. Emotional healthy living is how I was able to make these shifts. And I'm so pleased, so very pleased with my decision. I am determined and dedicated to this practice and way of living. So keep it up, young lady, lovely lady. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So the final area is wealth. Give me just a moment. Have to get myself together. Alrighty, I'm having fun with this too. So wealth, ma'am. This was a year, 2021 was a year of epic proportions for you. Letting go of money fears and limiting beliefs was the best decision for your life for 2021. You increased your salary by completing courses toward a learning and development certificate to refine your skills. You launched your individual training program and you licensed it for passive income. It was purchased by 5 organizations within the 6 to 12 month period that you launched it, and has become a model for industries to train their individual contributors. I'm so glad that you let fear lose and faith win, because you also joined a real estate mentoring program for women, a Kingdom Builders entrepreneurial coaching program. Say that 3 times really fast, right? You became a senior director through your home-based business. You launched a healthy lifestyle and living podcast that has 1,000 subscribers and growing. This fuels your purpose as you have created and cultivated spaces and environments for healthy relationship skills to be learned, developed, practiced, and ultimately thrive. This has been your most profitable year to date in business and in the workplace. Your willingness to hear God's voice and grow your business model strategically has allowed you to create an additional income streams as you live very well on half your salary due to the rental properties, partnership agreements, and residual income from your signature program through the home-based business model. This has all been a part of your strategic, let's say that again, this has all been a part of your strategic funding model for the relationship development and discipleship house that you launched in the fall. This was so exciting and just so overwhelming for you because you saw something that you put your mind to do and your faith into action, and you saw it work. So you were so overjoyed when you walked into the property after it had been remodeled and designed to the beautiful specs that you envisioned. Having family and friends participate in the grand opening was so exhilarating. Being able to connect with them to resources and connect them to resources for their business goals and plans was even more exhilarating. You were elated and full of joy. Then your joy turned into a joy fest as you sat down with your financial advisor and was able to see that you gave over 6 figures in contributions to your local church, community, and charities. Wow, man, that was pretty amazing. The amount you gave did not even make a dent in the amount that was earned last year for you. Deciding to have faith over fear brought you into a totally new place. So sis, be strong in the Lord and walk humbly with him. Won't he do it? I was going to cue music, but not today. But won't he do it? That's all I got. Okay, so virtuous kingdom woman, you walk in faith and in love. You are loved. You are an influencer. I believe in you, and God, the greater one, believes in you too. So thank you so much for being willing to have a great year. This is 2021 for A Notch Higher Living, my YouTube channel, and I look forward to seeing you each month this year as I endeavor to create a space where create and cultivate a space, where healthy relationship skills can be learned, can be developed, can be practiced, and to ultimately thrive. And as we do that, by the power and strength of the Holy Spirit and with my Abba Father and Jesus Christ, we are going to see something that we've never seen before. So you have a great and wonderful day, and I will see you on the other side. Bye-bye.